This is Mellissa Thomas of Florida National News coming to you from Amway Center. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, guys. The Orlando Magic are shooting around, of course. In Game 3 of the playoffs, the Magic have not been in the playoffs over the last 7 years, so the atmosphere here is electric. The fans are piling in. They're getting ready to root on their favorite home team. Obviously, you'll see fans from both sides, the Toronto fans as well as Magic fans. We've got media here from all over the world, to be specific. And stay tuned right here for all of the action at FloridaNationalNews.com. We'll be here rooting on for the Orlando Magic as well to see how they do this time in Game 3. They lost Game 2, won Game 1. So we'll see how these guys are doing. Head coach Clifford said the key here is to make sure to protect the ball and make sure to have a very strong first quarter. So we'll see how these guys do tonight. This is Mellissa Thomas coming to you from Amway Center.
Yeah, I think it showed some toughness for us, right? It was really like what I thought it was going to be tonight. Right, I really thought this was going to be a tough atmosphere to play in. I mean, this is a good team, Orlando. Right, they guard you, and they're all the things that they are. We've talked about 100 times are good, and again, I just like the way we came out originally, like with we got to impose our will in this game, and then I liked us how we answered. Like we went down a couple of times and we answered right back immediately. I think both times. And then we really, we put a string of stops together and showed some great toughness there as well. And then I thought we played again through a lot of hits in the lane and got some tough baskets late. Yeah, I didn't think we were doing a very good job of getting back out to him. Right, I think that's kind of what got him going. We were ending up in some emergency switch situations, and the man that was supposed to go back out to him was going that way, but we just weren't doing it with enough urgency. So he got going there, and then again they found us on a couple switches in there, and he got his little hook shot in the lane going a little bit as well. But again, late, I think we did get out with better urgency, and we did collapse a little harder when he did get it inside. Just a better team defense on him late.
Obviously, we've got to figure out the beginning of halves. So both games here, first 5 minutes of the first quarter, first 5 minutes of the third quarter. And then, the disappointing part tonight was the fourth quarter of the rebounding game. The Powell running down the long one, which led to a three. And then obviously the last one, and then also the free throw, missed block out on the free throw set that Gasol kept alive. They missed the shot, but those, whatever it was, 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds, ended up being critical at the end of the game. So what has been a really good strength for the majority of the year, we came up short in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, Coach Mellissa Thomas of Florida National News. Kind of speak to Terrence Ross's performance tonight, especially that buzzer beater at the end of the second quarter. Yeah,
I mean, he's great. And, he hit the big one to cut it to 3 in the fourth quarter. And, again, he gives us a way that we get to the ball. He's difficult to play. His pick and rolls, his catch and shoots, they're blitzing him all the time. And so it gives us a way that we can move the ball. And he's playing well, not just scoring, it's his playmaking also.
We could have won the game. We had a chance, especially at the end of the game, down 3. Kawhi misses the pull-up 2, and we don't get the rebound. A couple guys run the ball. We just stood with it and react to get it. Even in the fourth, I think they had like 2 or 3 offensive rebounds, which you can't have those at the end of the game in a close game like that. So it definitely hurt us. We did a better job tonight on Kawhi, but they have a lot of other good players on the team. Siakam had a great game. But I think mainly our rebounding wasn't where it needed to be. That hurt us a lot. Gave him some second chance points, and then our turnovers.
Right here, Mellissa Thomas of Florida National News. This question is for both of you. From your perspective on the floor, who were the biggest threats on the Orlando Magic for you guys? Which players were the biggest threats?
I think it's game to game. Obviously game 1, DJ really hurt us quite a bit. But I think he's a big part of their offense and a factor. And tonight, obviously, Terrence got hot. He's a guy that can really hurt us too. In game 2, I think Aaron got away from us a little bit. But they have many threats. They have many scorers, many different guys that can score, can do many different things. It looks like Vucevic came in tonight and played very well. Him and T. Ross. So tonight we have to pretty much focus on whoever's starting to get going. We want to limit everybody as much as we possibly can, which is hard to do. But whoever gets it going, we got to make adjustments, stop them.
Anything to add, Pascal?
Good job, Danny.
Okay. Unfortunately, a disappointing end for the Orlando Magic here at home. They lost to the Toronto Raptors. These guys had a slow opening first quarter, and Coach Steve Clifford talked about that, as we heard in the post-game press conference. He talked about the opening halves, basically the first quarter and the third quarter. The Orlando Magic having kind of a slow momentum in both those cases in this game. Fortunately, Vucevic had a great third quarter. He racked up a lot of points in the third, kind of helped pick up the momentum, while the Toronto Raptors, their defense kind of lagged a little bit in the third. So we heard Coach Nurse talk about that. He wasn't very pleased about that third quarter for the Raptors, but they made up for it in the fourth. We heard from Vucevic mentioning their kind of disappointment in terms of the opportunities that were missed in this game by the Orlando Magic. Obviously, they're looking forward to Game 4 here on Sunday at Amway Center. So stay tuned right here at FloridaNationalNews.com for our continuing coverage. The Orlando Magic are still very optimistic about Game 4. They just want to make sure to play better, as we heard from Vucevic. So we'll see how they do on Sunday. This is Mellissa Thomas coming to you from Amway Center.